kind of rushing to get things done. Don't poke me. Damn it. All right, are we on? There we are. All right, let me. Okay, so I don't know why I have that open. It is Monday, and I barely got here in time. Had computer problems earlier, so I wasn't able to work on today's video or the blog post because I had to update Windows, and it was running like shit. I mean, badly. I love how Windows gets worse and worse until you update. Everything's running fine now. Yeah. Then they download want you to update like at the most inopportune times. I know you can set what time to do all that junk, but I just haven't yet. So, hey Neil, how's it going? It's going good. Today was it was a busy day despite not getting a lot done. I had to go get cat food, and then I had to wait for, I don't know, like almost an hour for the computer to do its thing. So I couldn't do anything until it was done. Did get quite a bit done for Green Geeks this morning. Started revamping some of the website, and I'm adding a page. Well, not really adding a page. I've already got a page, but I'm updating it with all of the self-publishing tools that I use. And it's going to be an ever-growing list of all the different things I plan on doing. So, like, I will put. I did a review for Readsy today, which was a really cool program, by the way. They're more focused on selling their services for like editors and cover art designers, publicists, marketing stuff. I mean, there's a big long list, and I mostly just used it for the free formatting tool, which worked a hell of a lot better than Kindle Create. So I should have used it first. Oh well. And now that I've got an actual EPUB, you are shedding so bad. Now that I got an actual EPUB and PDF file, I can start the Barnes and Noble setup for Nook. And I was going to do that today, but I decided to make a video of me doing it so you can see everything I'm setting up through Barnes and Noble. One thing I do like about Barnes and Noble though is that you can delete your files and your books, which is something you can't do on Amazon. So it's kind of, well, not obviously anyway. I can't find a way to do it in Amazon. Haven't really looked all that hard, but with Barnes & Noble, it's just click the option, hit the delete key. So far, I kind of like it a little bit better. I don't know. It's we'll have to see when I set it up this week. So that video will be out, hoping Wednesday. Plus, I got a whole new strategy for doing the Amazon ads because this last run really didn't help at all. I got 2 clicks this time. So I got charged 83 cents by Amazon. Didn't sell a single book, but doubled my views though, or exposure, I guess. But I have a few things I want to try, and I'll be doing that video this week as well. And then I also have a thing for I noticed that people want more freelance writing stuff, so I'm gonna start setting up another experiment with Vocal. Not sure what that's going to entail yet, but it's going to be something related to how its lack of data is kind of a pain in the ass. It shows you what articles are read most, but it doesn't say, like, there's no time frame of it, so you don't know if something's trending or if a certain article is getting picked up more often than others, unless you really dig into it. They could do so much more with their data on Vocal, but they don't. So it is what it is. So I want to try a few things with that. And so yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to run. I wanted to pit Vocal articles versus a blog. Unfortunately, I can't do that exactly how I want, mostly because I've already developed quite an audience for WriterSanctuary. So it'll be competing. So it'll be my small little Vocal account versus an established blog that's been around for about 5, 6, 7 years. So it's not really a one-to-one comparison, because I wanted to see which one would make more money, but I can't really do that. So unless I create a whole brand new website, which I suppose I could do. Be kind of a pain in the ass to manage a sixth website, though. I barely have time to do the 5 I've got. If it wasn't for being able to pay one of my writers, I wouldn't have anything on Practically Living Green. I did do a review on our compost bucket, though. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I would like to do more freelancing stuff. Unfortunately, I don't dive into a lot of stuff that people are subscribing to the channel for. Mostly subscribers looking for text broker content. Well, I haven't done anything for text broker in 2 years, and I just outgrow them. If I go back and start writing for text broker, I make more money for most of my blogs than I do from text broker. So it's not a bad system. I just outgrew it, and I don't know if it would be worthwhile to go back and do a few articles. And I think I've covered pretty much everything I did for succeeding on the platform anyway. And a lot of those older videos still hold true today. So I don't know. I'll try some other things, but when you're established like I am, and your client gives you enough money to do whatever the hell you want, I don't know, I guess I can dive into some of the newer or some of the other platforms just to try it out. But like, I tried doing that with Upwork and they rejected me, bastards. So apparently they had enough writers at that point. So I have no interest in trying Upwork, because I'm a vengeful, spiteful person. And really. And see, I do plan on doing more with hub pages. I would like to do that. I'm not sure when that's coming, though, because I'm trying really hard to meet my May 1st release date for Kingmaker. So all my free time has been dumped into writing that book and editing it. So, hey, Chris, how's it going, buddy? So with that said, I would like to get back into doing hub pages and probably Medium, but I got an email from Medium recently that I'm no longer a premier or premium user or something like that. That's what happens when you don't sign in for, like, what, 2 years? I won't make my 5 cents a month. That's what that one article's bringing in. A nickel. But I plan on doing more with Vocal and at least hub pages to see if I can get them to a point where they can pay for more stuff, because that would be kind of handy, especially with all the shit that I want to do this year. So, like, if I can get Vocal and hub pages to do $60 each, there's my, or $60 a day each, there's my warehouse right there. But that's going to take a lot of work from what it looks like. Mostly because I write stuff that nobody wants to read. So it is what it is. I even tried doing a few keyword research with Vocal, and those articles did piss poor, like terrible. The ones that did the best were journal entries. So I don't know. It's maybe I should try being more creative on it. I would focus on Kingmaker for the time being, and then add hub pages when you're done with the editing of Kingmaker. That's the plan. I'm going to do Kingmaker every day until it's published, and then my next book I'll work on every other day. That way I'm not hard-pressed to try to catch up to the 2 months that I've laxed from all the stuff I went through. But that would free up a lot of time. So once Kingmaker's done, I'll be able to dive more into some of the other freelancing stuff. I got a video planned out for why you should do LinkedIn, including some screenshots of people who have sent me requests, including headhunters. So it's kind of a why you need to work on your LinkedIn profile. And it doesn't help, or it doesn't hurt to connect your blog to it. Like with WriterSanctuary. I know a lot of people out there don't like using social media, but with WriterSanctuary I use Jetpack. And Jetpack comes with a tool called Publicize. Now once you connect your social media accounts to Publicize, it'll post them to those social media accounts without you even opening them. It'll do it automatically, immediately. So if you don't like using social media, you can still promote your stuff on social media. So WriterSanctuary is connected to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So anytime I write an article, all three of those get an update immediately. Now the reason why I bring that up is so that for those of you who have blogs, it's easy to connect LinkedIn and write content to see if you can attract clients as a freelancer. So I'm going to go over, I have a video for that planned. I'll go over on how to set all that up. Really simple and easy to do. LinkedIn does require you to sign in like once a month because they keep, I think it's a security thing where you have to re-sign in periodically to make sure that it's you. Like nobody else requires that. Facebook crashed. Facebook maybe do it a couple of times, but LinkedIn is like every month at least. So still, I reach quite a few people on it, so it's worthwhile. Neo says, I need a blog before I can connect anything to my LinkedIn page. Oh, there you go. Yes, you do. I work for a company that does web hosting. I would say link is in the description down below, but it's not. I rarely put my affiliate link for Green Geeks. It makes me feel a little bit self-serving. I know a lot of people probably frown on that simply because, I work for the company, so obviously I'm going to promote them. The thing is that I didn't move my blog from HostGator to Green Geeks until, well, fuck. I was working with Green Geeks for like a year and a half. I'm the type of person where if it's not broke, don't fix it. Well, HostGator was dicking me around badly, so I moved over, and huge difference in quality. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to promote it then, because that's how I roll. Don't promote anything I don't use. Same with reviews. I don't review just random shit either. I have to actually use stuff, because anybody can write a review, but can you trust it though? That's why I focus on using it myself. Like with video games, I won't write a review on a video game until I have 20 hours in it, because a lot can happen in 20 hours. And I didn't write the Readsy review until I was done exporting my book to EPUB and PDF formats. So I got to go through the whole spiel with Readsy, and I like it. It's kind of cool. Started playing around a little bit with Scrivener, but Scrivener's like way advanced. It has a bunch of options that I'm not a big fan of. Hey Ron, how's it going, buddy? I know when I have something to write about and start the blog, I already know to go to Green Geeks. There you go. We're number 3 in the top web host companies, according to CNET. So, I know, speaking with our tech support, we go to great lengths. So, I will promote Green Geeks. Especially since, when I moved from HostGator to Green Geeks, there was a page on Crossing Colorado that was taking 15 seconds to load. That is stupid. So, their HostGator's answer to me was, well, if you upgrade to our cloud services, your speed will enhance. Like, I've done nothing to my website, and it got worse over time. This is not my doing. I did everything. Jumped through all kinds of hoops, but instead of helping me out, they tried to upsell me. So nope, right there where I draw the line. So I moved the site from HostGator to Green Geeks, and that 15-second web page was taking less than 5 just from moving it. Didn't do any optimization stuff at all yet. So I'm like, well, that's a hell of a lot faster. So ever since then, I've got all my sites moved over now. But yeah, I really wanted to get today's video done. I was going to work on setting up a new ad in Amazon because, well, it's been a month. I got 2 clicks. Can't really say it was a waste of 83 cents because I think I got a sale off of something else later on because my affiliate thing, I made like 67 cents on a sale. It's like, whatever, I guess. I don't know. So, I did sell a book a few days ago. So that made up for the cost of the advertising, I guess. But I think next time around, I'm going to try a few different things that I'll do the video on and go from there. I also came across a lot of stuff in Readsy of promoting the book on different formats. Like I need to set up my Goodreads account, and there's like a couple of other things that I need to set up. Not to mention going through Ingram Spark, I think it's called. I'll be doing that soon now that I have the $50 to dump into it. I still want to try Atticus, but I need the money for that because it's a one-time chunk. So for now, I'm focusing on free platforms that are kind of like Kindle Create, but better. Kindle Create ain't bad, but it creates KPF files that are only usable by Amazon, and the system itself is a little bit wonky. It doesn't. It's buggy as shit. They updated it, and it kind of works, but it still falls apart on certain things. It didn't handle very well. It was like trying to push your shopping cart with a broken wheel. So Readsy is way more sleek. It's easier to add stuff, and it also adds the front and back matter like Kindle Create does. The only thing Readsy doesn't have is a preview option, which, I kind of liked about Kindle Create, but even Kindle Create, its preview option didn't look exactly how it looks on ebook when I published Freelancer's Tale. So, I don't know. I'm still looking, but Readsy is definitely the front contender at the moment for free book formatting tools. I am setting up the Barnes & Noble account this week now that I've got everything set up. Like I was telling Neo earlier, I started uploading Freelancer's Tale, so I started selling it on the Nook immediately. But as I got through like the third page of setting it up, I'm thinking, no, we can make a video of this. Kind of like a first look where you see the process of setting it up for the first time. And so I stopped and deleted what I worked on. So I only added the title, and I got to the page where it wanted my book's description. So I'm like, let's stop it there. We'll make a video about it. So that video will be coming out soon. I'll be doing that probably either tonight or tomorrow. So maybe Friday or Wednesday, depending. Because I am recording the next episode of Despair on Wednesday, so it will be out Saturday. Also, I'm adding Despair to the Buy Me a Coffee monthly supporters, so they can read the next episode of Despair before I even record it. So, and it's live, so you'll see any changes that Sam and I make while we're editing it. I think it's kind of fun. So that'll be up for BMC. Was working on it today until I had to redo my computer, so it'll be available tomorrow. And I will make sure everybody gets an email on that. I'm working on getting the blogs back together. I was going to focus on the gaming side, but I thought, you know what? Everything needs work. So I'm going to focus on getting WriterSanctuary back on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, and then work my way out. I'm not going to try to tackle all three at once. I'm going to stabilize each one, get a good flow of everything going, and hopefully things will pick up the rest of the year. So I'm excited about it. I've got some awesome things coming up. In fact, I have a deal on the table that I might get started on the 21st. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx it. But if it works like they tell me it's going to work, it's going to make me a lot of money. So that's going to be good. And actually, for any of my blogger viewers, it'll be good for you as well. So I'm really excited to I can't wait to try this platform out. So I should have access to it on the 21st. I'm excited. Anyway, what else? I got a list of stuff I wanted to bring up. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Time is running out to finish Kingmaker, speaking of which. I haven't been able to get a lot of quality work in on it. But let's see, we're halfway through the month. I still have 40,000 words to go. So I'm going to be cutting it really close. So I figure what I want to do is I'm going to have Sam read through it as I'm still writing, and we'll put it through Grammarly and all the editing process I did for Freelancer's Tale. We'll start that now and try to make some time up. But I don't know. It's gonna be awfully close. There's some parts in it, like I was in the mood to write today, so I did a big chunk. But it's slow going. It'll be out on May 1st, damn it. So I've got a lot of work to do on that. But it's definitely a 4-book series. In fact, I've already outlined a lot of book 2, 3, and 4. So because I want continuity. So if I want certain things to happen in each of the books, I got to remember that I did this in book 1, so this is going to happen in book 2. So some of the outlining is done for the other 3 books. So which cuts out a lot of time, really. Let's see what else we got. Oh, the Fitness in Theory podcast on Crossing, Colorado. We won't be doing that tomorrow because Sam has a funeral to go to, so she's going to be away. A friend of hers passed away recently from her old job, so she has that to go to. So we won't be doing the live show tomorrow. And that will give me plenty of time to get the thumbnail up and upload the Paul Meany video first thing. So no matter what, tomorrow at 11ish, I will have the Paul Meany reaction video up. Though I think we could have done a better reaction to it. So let me know what you guys think. And if so, we'll do another one. And I will eat it again. Even though I really don't want to. But I think we could probably do a better reaction to it. You can see that it was pretty bad, but I don't know. Sam wanted to try something different with it, so she did the whole, showed you how she cooked it, she added to it, and kind of a cool video. I don't know. It'll be on Crossing Colorado's channel tomorrow. But, yeah. Amazon ads. Oh, and there's the last thing that I plan on doing this week is checking out Google Play for selling books. Now, I haven't considered that before. I'm not sure if it's going to be like anything spectacular, but I figured, you know what? The more places I can get my book, the better. And I'm thinking about buying my own ISBN for the book so that it's easily tracked across all platforms. Like with Amazon, you don't need an ISBN for an ebook, but they give you a free one for the print version, which is what I got. And then I'm going to have to get a separate ISBN for Barnes & Noble, and they give you a free one. The reason why I don't want to do it that way is because each one of those companies own that ISBN. I don't. So if I buy my own ISBN, then it's fine. And I can take it with me wherever I go. So I'm going to be looking into that this week and checking out Google Play. So I don't know. We're going to see how far we can expand this. So I'm pretty excited about it. Chris says, I wouldn't mind reaction videos to all the food products and supplements you review on Crossing Colorado. Get a dozen of those under your belt. It'll be a smooth process after that. Well, that's the rub. Getting it under my belt. It's not a... Sam's pretty jazzed about the fitness thing, so I think she's going to be a big help with setting those up. Like, I was only in the end of the one I'll be uploading tomorrow. So I think if she decides to do more stuff like that, then I think, and help me out that way, it'll be a lot easier, I think. But yeah, I would love to do more reaction videos. We were thinking about, one long time ago, we wanted to do a As Seen on TV channel. We got all kinds of products here that we've tested out, and some of them sucked, and some of them have been awesome. But I think a tasting video would be great. most of the stuff I've eaten while on keto, I actually kind of liked. So, and I've done reviews on a lot of those for Crossing Colorado. I still have like shelves of stuff I can do reviews on though. But that palmiti, that palmiti mash was something else. Maybe she can do a cooking portion on the channel. Show you how to do. She makes portobello mushroom pizzas, which are pretty good, and cut down all kinds of carbs and shit that way. But yeah, that's about all I've got this week. How about you all? What's everybody's plans? What are we doing? Are we doing awesome shit? We should be. I know I am. I'm pretty excited for this week. Got lots of things going on, don't we? Yeah. And a lot of them are potential to do some great stuff. So, pretty jazzed. I think I covered everything. Reedsy. Yeah. You had me at pizzas. I'm telling you, those portobello pizzas are portobello mushroom pizzas. There's like, I think when we calculated it was like 200 something calories for a portobello mushroom pizza. Less than. Essentially, you just make a pizza out of a large portobello mushroom. And, oh, it is so good. Especially if you like mushroom pizzas, mushrooms on your pizza. Oh, God, it's good. So, we did pepperoni, mozzarella, the sauce. Yeah, I think she'll have to do a video on that because they're easy to make. They don't cost very much at all, and they are way healthier than Diana wolfing down a large pizza. I know she's not here, but just in case she sees it. I am studying these week for writing stuff. So yes, it's yes and no. Great to learn, but I feel like I am behind on some of the writing training. I'll get there. Just do your best. When I first started, I didn't know the first thing about AP style writing. Had no idea what it was. I didn't even know there was a difference. I went to college, and in college you use Oxford or Chicago, depending on where you're from, and it is a lot different. So I had no clue what I was doing when I first signed on with Textbroker, and they rated me as an average author. So instead of my friend who went ballistic because they rated him as average and he gave up altogether, I decided, let's give it a shot and see what happens. So I spent the next year and a half learning everything I possibly could about AP style. I learned everything I could cram into my head about SEO because a large portion of the clients on Textbroker are businesses wanting content for websites. I have done a few articles for newspapers back in the day, magazines, and I've done a couple of manuals, ebooks, and tutorials for some big electronic companies that I can't name because I'm a ghostwriter. You've probably used their products. Some of you have probably even read my tutorial. But so I had to go through and learn everything I could about writing for SEO, because if you learn how to write for SEO, you can write your ticket, because companies will pay bank for someone who can get an article ranked on the front page. Most of the articles I revamped for Green Geeks, we go from, well, shit, here's one. I was running an experiment. One of the articles we have ranked at number 17 in Google search for its key phrase. So I thought, I wonder what would happen if we just added 10 backlinks on the inside, internal backlinks to it. So we did. 6 months later, it went up 6 positions to number 11 and doubled its traffic just from backlinking. So I do a lot more than that. That was just an experiment. It was an outlier. So it's kind of useful when you have a blog, because then you can experiment all these things that you learn about SEO. And I like I told Neil on Instagram, Search Engine Land, Backlinko, even though Dean sold it recently. Neil Patel, I just hate the way he writes. There's one, Neil, that I completely forgot to tell you. Go to neilpatel.com. He also has a YouTube channel, and he does a lot of SEO stuff. Good information. I just can't stand the way he delivers it. But, I'm not his target audience. That's one thing you got to pay attention to. Good information. Just can't stand it. What bothers me most is that a lot of his openings are way too drawn out. And then he got into this kick where every sentence had to be its own paragraph for readability. Like, you don't need to do that. It drives me nuts. So I can't stand reading his shit. But he does have a lot of good information. So that's Neil Patel. Look that up on YouTube. He does a lot of good videos. I'm trying to think of anybody else that I learned a lot from. The majority of it all, though, came from Search Engine Land and Backlinko back in the day. There was a couple others, too, that I might have bookmarked somewhere, so I'll have to look them up. But I was thinking about doing a video on it, on like resources to learn SEO, so I might just do that or a blog post or something. But there's a lot of good places to go out there. And some people offer some great information. Hey, Jacqueline, I agreed about Neil Patel. About what? About him having good information, or that you can't read his stuff? I like the guy. He does some good stuff. I just can't stand reading his blogs. He's also got a free tool. Uber Suggest is a good one. I think I actually put that in my keyword ranking tools video that nobody watched. But Uber Suggest is actually a pretty useful tool, and he owns that. That's on his website. But yeah, I like Neil, but I just can't read his stuff. Mobile readers, though, that's what it is too. Well, you got to keep that in mind because no one wants to read a block of text. Like when they open their phone, they don't want to see like a never-ending string of words. You don't want to have a paragraph that is like 13, 15 pages long or sentences long. So you need to have obvious breaks for someone who's reading a blog. When you're writing a book, completely different story. But for a blog, most people are skimming through it anyway. So you want to make it easy to read. So you do want to keep paragraphs shorter while offering headers. He got into doing one sentence on every paragraph. That it drove me nuts. I can't read his stuff. See, I'm not the only one. He does have, if you scroll, I mean, you have to scroll. There was articles that Neil did that the meat of the content was halfway down the page. That is way too far. You're going to lose attention from people like me. I just want the facts now. So when you scroll down past all the junk, he does have some valid information. So it's just, I'd rather watch his videos. In his videos, he's not too bad. He has an arrogant tone to him, but he does know his shit. So you can't really blame him for that. But my biggest contributors were Dean from Backlinko and Search Engine Land. So, in fact, I still read Search Engine Land. I get their emails and I read up on any new Google algorithm updates that come out. And I think one kind of screwed me in at the end of January for my sites, but for Green Geeks we picked up. So I don't know. They're passing a new pirate update. So luckily my site doesn't qualify under any of that. But it's still something kind of jacked with my numbers, so I gotta spend time looking that up. That's one of the hardest things about owning a blog is that you have to be on it, and not everybody has all day to sift through their stuff to fix whatever's wrong. Some of us have clients and a slew of other shit to do. If I just focused all my attention on one website, I better be rocking right now. I can't do that though. My brain isn't wired that way. I have way too many different interests, so I jump around. That's one thing that made me such a success on Textbroker. I can go from writing about animals to travel like that. So the way my mind works is I can't focus on one thing too long. So It's just easier to have 5 blogs and never have time. So, oh, pirate update. Michael is screwed. Not really. They're looking for DMCA stuff and something else. I read it briefly just to make sure my site didn't qualify under it. It doesn't. But I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah. I know that the medic update screwed me beyond belief, but well, at least one of my blogs anyway. WriterSanctuary actually picked up traffic. It's a lot of work. Writing the content part of a blog is easy. It's maintaining your website to make Google happy is it's a pain in the ass. But, you know, a lot of people can do it. I think... Really? My phone? But your what? My phone picked something up. Oh, it's not going to show me now. Oh, you bastard. Well, something about flocks. Whatever. But anywho, that's where I am for this week. A lot of good things going on between publishing, let's see, self-publishing, blogging, and freelancing, actually. Hitting all 3 of the tiers there. I did have a voting poll on the community tab of the channel. I don't know if anybody's seen it or have voted, but it was an explanation of how I'm trying to expand into different things about writing, because I don't do a lot of text broker stuff anymore, and the majority of people want more freelance writing stuff. I'm like, God. Because I have a comfy client, I really don't do much freelance writing outside of that. I can come up with some ideas, though. That's where I wanted to go with the freelancing for LinkedIn. Maybe I'll do why freelancers should have blogs. I think I've done an article about that on WriterSanctuary. Actually, I think I've done a video about that. I'm going to have to look back. I'm fairly sure I did. Maybe I'll do one for 2022. Seems like that's what a lot of people do. It's like remake old videos that worked, but just add a new date to it and do an update. Which, you know, probably wouldn't be a bad idea for a lot of stuff. Sometimes things get outdated, so. It's like I did a Buy Me a Coffee video for 2022 that isn't doing as good as the first one. I think they're sharing traffic. So I'm getting watch time either way. That's not what I wanted to happen. Oh well. Hey KDC, how's it going, buddy? Oh, did I do I can't remember if I did a blog post. I can't remember if it was for me or for a client. The pros and cons of being a digital nomad. Somebody asked me that on the channel too. Was it Ron? Somebody asked me if I ever thought about being a digital nomad. And I think I did a pros and cons blog post. But I can't remember if it was for me or for a client back in 2017. It might have been 2018. It was kind of a list. There's actually a lot of pros and cons to it. If I didn't have 6 cats, a bunch of kids, and roots, and a mortgage, I'd probably think about it. But there are some good things and some bad things that come with it. I might reconsider. Maybe I'll see if I got one. If not, then I'll probably do one. Because nowadays, something like that is fairly easy to come by. So, especially if you line up a bunch of really good clients before you take off. So, and you can live in some areas that are like dirt cheap. Like the Philippines is like, you can, just with the money I made on text broker, I could live like a king in the Philippines. Not sure if I'd want to, but I could. There's all kinds of areas like that in the world, so it'd be kind of fun to travel, to see stuff before it goes underwater. I would have loved to have seen the Maldives, but I highly doubt I'll ever get to. Because in 2050 they'll be gone. Oh, I'm pretty safe in Colorado. Like when all the oceans rise, we're going to be at the very top of it, fishing. Anyway, go off on my green thing. There's a reason why I have practically living green. Anywho, yeah. So, does anybody have anything they would like to bring up? What are you guys planning on doing? If anybody has any more SEO places for SEO information, we can all share. I do have a growing list of resources for self-publishing writers and self-publishing people, which, Ron might like. I don't know. Ron's done a lot more publishing than I have, so he's probably got all the cool tools. But I'm making a list on WriterSanctuary.com. It's a page, and I'm going to start adding all of the tools that I use, and they're going to be categorized for what they are. So, like cover designs, before going us underwater, blub blub, cover designers. I would like to throw some money at Readsy just to see how well their editors work, but that's going to be like a couple $100. It's going to cost me. I think I saw one for like $3 something. And that was just an ad. So I don't know. There's some, if they're true to their word, they've got some people who've worked on some big books. So I would like to see what kind of stuff they offer, especially like with the cover designer. They have a marketing area and book reviews. I think it would be kind of cool to do book reviews. I'm not sure what that all entails. Hopefully they read the damn book. I'd rather have an honest review than like pay for. I'm not going to pay for 5-star reviews. No, read the book. Let me know what you think. I hate that. I don't pay for views. I don't pay for subs. I don't do the shit pisses me off. Anyway, but yeah, I'm making a list of that. I can't remember where I was going with that. There was a point. I don't remember. Sucks getting old. So. But if anybody's interested in that, I'll be putting that out. I would do a list of. I was actually starting a list of websites that pay you to write, like TextBroker, Content Mills, and I got through content. Let's see. I did TextBroker, Writer Access, and Fiverr, and I did at one point have hire writers on this list, but I removed them because it's a shit system. Yeah, I don't like it at all. I even removed them from affiliate status. I'm like, no, I don't want you on my website at all. Get off. I don't promote shit that I don't like. So that's why you'll never see an Apple product on any one of my websites. In fact, I'm not even going to bother putting my book on iTunes or iBook or whatever it's called. Fuck Apple. And we all know why. The point was publishing tools that are making a list of on your site. Yeah. But I can't remember if I was like, was there a point? Did I bring it up for a reason, or was I just... I don't know. I don't remember. It's going to be a list of stuff, though. In fact, I was working on it before I started the video, which is part of the reason why I was almost late. So I was wrapping up. I can't say wrapping up. I was laying out the headers and all that because I outline everything I create. So I was making the outline. I did the intro, the conclusion, and then the different sections. And I stopped there and had like 5 minutes to set everything up. So, but depending how long the show is tonight, I'll probably get back to doing that and working on that page tonight. Hopefully it'll be up. Technically, there's already a page up. It's about self-publishing, but it was done way back in the day when I had when I was interested in CreateSpace, and it's really, really outdated. So I am going to just rewrite the entire page and start adding the tools. Probably going to be on the navigation bar. So like when you go to the website, there'll be a little. I'm thinking about doing a page like this for self-publishing, blogging, and freelancing. So, and I will share all the tools I use for everything I've ever done. I'm thinking about going to a copywriter event in Florida. Nice. It's a 2-day event for copywriters to network and learn from each other. Awesome. Linda Ray tried talking me into going to San Diego this week. There's a social media marketing event in San Diego today and tomorrow. Or no, tomorrow and Wednesday. And she tried really hard to get me going. And I thought, no, I need more than 5 days notice. Sam can get me on a plane for cheap, but I don't have any money to stay at any hotel. So, unless I plan on sleeping on the beach, which I probably could do, hanging out with the homeless people. I doubt I'll be going to San Diego. It'd be fun. I know somebody in LA who would probably drive me to San Diego just for that event. It's right up her alley. And so it's a friend of mine in LA. So she'd probably go to that with me, but I would still need more than 5 days notice. So won't be doing that. But a copywriter event in Florida, sounds kind of neat. I don't know about the Florida part, but the copywriter event sounds kind of fun. I've done a lot of that in the day. In fact, I still do it today. Mostly I do the editing, but I also do the blogs for the webinars, and I did a tutorial, and I do the blogs for the WordCamps when we do them. I'm trying to think of all the stuff I actually write nowadays, because most of what I do is editing and looking up, assigning work for writers, and getting graphics and images and resizing the images, going through SEO, readability, scheduling all the work ahead a week in advance. I can give you a big list of everything I do every day. And that's before I even start my shit. So, I don't know. That sounds fun. When's your copywriter event in Florida? Is it like this week or something you're doing this week? To network and learn from each other. I love networking. That's one of the big things I miss about WordCamp. I love doing the WordPress WordCamps. I got to go to Kansas City, Omaha. I didn't get to go to St. Louis because I had a charity event that weekend. They were going to send me to Utah, but they already had somebody there, which is kind of a bummer because I'm from Utah. But, yeah. Oh well. So I don't know what's going to be going on now. COVID kind of screwed things up, so I'm hoping. I'm hoping that I can do WordPress Denver. And I was thinking about actually speaking at the one here in Denver. So I might still do that. Even though we don't do it for Green Geeks, I can still go as myself. And there's been a couple of people that asked me if I would be interested. Like my old boss wanted me to speak for writing content in WordPress at a WordCamp. So I might just do that this year. It'd be kind of cool. Publicity. Yeah. Get my name out there. Oh. Ow. It starts in early April. Oh, so you got like a half a month. Oh my God, it's almost April, guys. It's like almost we're halfway through fucking March. How'd that happen? It's almost April already. Yeah, hey baby. Yeah. It's my shadow. It's my shadow. You're gonna do your ASMR thing in the microphone? Gosh, she needs to be brushed so bad. Do it, Michael. Do what? Choke out my cat? Or do the WordCamp. I gotta see if they're even doing them. They started doing virtual camps um, because of COVID, but now that restrictions are being lifted, I don't know. I'll have to see because I don't have to pay anything. They ask for volunteers. In fact, all the word camps ask for volunteers all the time. So technically, I can volunteer to be a speaker at any word camp in the world. Um, and with my background, probably be a fun show. I have to come up with something that's not boring. I don't know if I have like a specific topic because I think they're an hour long, and then you can add slides and stuff to it. So I'm fairly sure I can do it, but I don't know. We'll have to see because like trying to do the podcast by myself, I don't think I offer enough valid information. I feel kind of bad. But you know, if I have a several months in advance to plan for it, I bet I could probably do it. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to look that up. If anything, I feel like I'm gonna do the one here in Denver because it's down the street, almost essentially down the street. I have to go down to Colfax and go into town, but it's not that far. Maybe I'll even have enough money to stay in a hotel so I can actually sleep. And the after parties for word camps are pretty fun. In Kansas City, we went out to a local bar and grill that had some great wings, and I think I had a quesadilla, and we drank a little bit. But it was fun. We got to hang out with all the other speakers and a lot of people who attended. So yeah, they're great. I love doing the word camps. So yeah, I think I will have to probably throw on my hat this year for that. I was going to do it in 2020. Like I was getting ready to, was it 2020? Yeah, it was 2020. I was looking, I got the information to fill out for doing the word camp in Denver. And then COVID struck and then everything got shut down. So they said I could still do it online, but you know, I didn't want, I guess I can do it online. I do this online. So, and with the online versions, they're interactive, and so you're actually talking to each other because it's through Zoom. So that's kind of fun. Huh. Then everybody can meet Shadow in person. Not that she gives a shit. You're not petting me. So, anywho, well, if nobody else has anything they want to bring up, does anybody have anything they would like to share? Any books that they're working on, or blog posts, or any fun things they have planned for the week? Kind of went over everything I have planned for the week. A lot of it's going to be creating videos for YouTube. I'm really looking forward to setting up Barnes & Noble and pushing it out. So I can't wait to do that tomorrow. And there's some marketing resources on Reedsy that I really want to go through, so that I'm going to do a blog post on those. So I've got a ton of content that I have to do this in for the next 3 weeks. I have so much going on content-wise. Like I have no shortage of blog posts right now because of my one book. The book did exactly what I wanted it to do. So I've got all kinds of things going on. Do you think Sam could hook me up with a cheaper flights? No, probably. I'll have to ask her and talk to her about it, but I don't know. We can bribe her with not bribe. I don't know. Might be able to. Something we can ask. I don't know if it's something that she has the ability to just hand out willy-nilly, but I can surely ask her about it. Remind me on Discord. Sam won't be here until Saturday, so I'll try to remember. But if you send me a reminder on Discord, I'll make sure to ask. But I can't promise anything because I don't know. So I have so much writing to do. Me too. I need 45,000 words to finish Kingmaker-ish, because I write until the story's done. I'm getting to some really good parts, so I have a feeling I'm going to get into a good spirit of writing. Um, but yeah, I've got a ton of blog posts and stuff that I've got planned out for marketing. And since I'll be walking through everything, I'm kind of excited because it might actually improve the book sales while I'm doing it. So, got an email from Write Gurus. I will look into them and let everyone know what happens next week. Write Gurus. Is that another content mill? There's well, they're pretty picky about it. I was gonna say Readsy. One of the things about Readsy is that you can apply to be a professional on their platform, but from the low number of professionals they have right now, it looks like they're fairly picky about it. So, um, graphic designers, editors, marketing experts, um, all that jazz. But a lot of them are like really, really like. There's one chick on there who worked on Goosebump books, and there was one that was like major that came out that she edited. I can't think of it offhand. I bet she's expensive as shit. So that was my guess as another content mill. Probably. You know what? Let me look that up real fast. Now I'm curious, Neo. WriteGurus.com. What is? I started writing for Writer Access. Awesome. Writer Access has come a long way since I was working with them. Back in the day, all it was a lot similar to TextBroker in that you had an editing platform, you had your basic tools for writing content. They didn't have a lot of clients at the time, but I did manage to I made Writer Access was the second biggest income for me when I was writing on content mills. So in how much money I made, it went TextBroker, Writer Access, and Fiverr. But Writer Access added a ton of stuff over the years. So, and if you don't keep your account active, I think you have to sign in every 90 days. It closes your account, which I didn't a long time ago. But I was thinking about starting up just to see what they had. They got all kinds of cool stuff. So good luck to you, Jacqueline. It looks really awesome. I was having a bad day today and didn't finish my test for Writer Access. Well, it happens, you know. And I took the 5-star test on TextBroker, half asleep, like had a headache, and I missed it by one question. Don't know what it was, but like, I don't care. It's bragging rights. That's about it. So I just gave up and said, fuck it. Sometimes you just, life gets in the way. Don't beat yourself up over it. Shit happens. So I'm better now, so I will go back tomorrow and finish taking the test. There you go. Let's see. Ron asks, Jacqueline, do you like writing for Writer Access? I can't speak for Jacqueline, but I liked it. Like I said, I made the second most amount of money I made was from Writer Access. The one thing I didn't like about it is that it was monthly payout, so I'd get paid on the 10th. But when I was writing, I was doing TextBroker and Writer Access at the same time. So TextBroker was paying me out weekly, Writer Access was paying me out monthly. So I always had like this steady flow of income. So that's about when I was able to start quitting the school district. That's when I quit my full-time job in 2013. I had all kinds of cash coming in from different angles. So there's a lot of work available. See, and that's good. The editors and the people I met through Writer Access, they were awesome. They just always didn't have a lot of work available. I did pick up quite a bit, but not nearly as much as TextBroker. And I got too busy on TextBroker between private clients and content mills that's all I did. So after I think I worked with Writer Access for a little over a year. maybe a little bit longer. I just got too busy on TextBroker and I couldn't ever log back into Writer Access or Fiverr. I Fiverr wasn't bad. I just per hour I would make less on Fiverr than I did for TextBroker, so I didn't really do a lot on Fiverr. But I think at the time my average on TextBroker was like $15 an hour because I was cranking out content wicked fast. On Fiverr, it averaged out to a little over $12.50, so wasn't really worth it at the moment. But you know, everybody has their cup of tea. Now you get paid every 2 weeks or immediate withdrawal. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Every 2 weeks. Yeah, it was monthly when I did it. But like I said, a lot has changed with Writer Access since I was on it. So now you got all kinds of shit that's added to it. So that's pretty cool. I would say, let's see, would you mind if I applied to Writer Access? It's not. It's a website, man. I have to ask people for their permission. Unless you're like worried about being competitors. Competition. There you go, Jackman. Ron's going to compete with you. So I was going to apply to Writer Access just to see, but I haven't yet. I just got so busy with everything else that I'm doing. I don't know if I can add any more to what I got. I've already had to upset the shit out of somebody last week, which didn't go very well. But I don't have time. So, like, I still have to, after the show, I guess I got to see if I can get that page done. So, hi guys, I totally forgot. How do you forget? Don't you? Oh, that's right. Nobody gets notifications on their phone whenever I go live. I do. I don't know why I get notifications, but Sam doesn't. Oh, I get him an email. That's why. Never mind. Like, I don't even... Do I? I'm not even sure if I followed myself. No, see, I didn't... Okay, I didn't either. So what was happening sometimes is when I publish a video, I will get an update that I published a video like a week later. So, I don't know. It's small channel blues. I'll go ahead and apply Writer Access. I don't see why not. I don't want Jacqueline to think I am piggybacking off her info. Well, you know, that's, you know, everybody here shares. I don't know if, you know, I can't speak for Jacqueline, but I am more than happy to share whatever I learn. That's why I built the channel in the first place, just to show you guys this is what I did and how I did it. I think it's awesome that Writer Access has expanded like that. I bet Writer Access probably has more work than TextBroker now. So that would be kind of cool to compare. I wonder if I should log in and see. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I can even log in anymore. I haven't been getting emails. I wonder if they close my account. Author. Let's find out. My heart's beating. Cool. I'm still there. They have a new 2-step login process. Yeah. 5,582 orders accepted, 3 rejections. 2 weren't even my fault. 938 client views. Haven't wrote a single word this year. No team orders. That's weird. Okay, so right now, ooh. Yeah, someone said recently that TextBroker wasn't having very many articles, and right now there's 75 available for 4 stars. What the hell is the star there? Does that mean it's... Oh. Highlighted orders. Oh. Joe Plant. See, I could write about plants. Rewrite a homepage, rewrite service pages. Those I'm a little worried about because they could be scraping. But, fuck, 1,800 words. I can do that in a little over an hour. $25. It's a remarkable time to sell or buy a business today. Oh, see, that would be right up my alley. I can make a quick $11 tonight if I decided I wanted to. So yeah, there's only a handful of orders on Text Broker. Like I said before, I replied to somebody. Um, Usually large number of article rejections crossing our desks. That's because you. I can answer that for you. Oh, hey! I know her. The manager. I've dealt with her before. Nice lady. I almost want to do one now. Just for shits and giggles. Do one live. This is how it's done. Um, okay, we'll get notification like tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do that later this week. I don't think that I like to share. See, Jacqueline likes to share too. It's all good. We are all writers here of all kinds, whether it be freelancing, blogging, or self-publishing. That's why I built Writer Sanctuary to begin with. It wasn't to just focus on one specific niche. I deal with writing in all of its forms. It doesn't matter if you're doing a product description for eBay that's only 100 words long, or if you're cranking out a 120,000 word book. We cover it all. So I'm gonna start going on a rant about something that's not even here. My point is that I built Writer Sanctuary for writers, not novelists, not bloggers, not freelance writers, all writers. I like to write in all of its forms. So that's what we're going to stick with. Damn it. But yeah, almost makes me, I'm half tempted to sign up with Writer Access just to compare the two nowadays. Maybe I'll do one article on each. I do like how the search orders, text brokers added new search criteria, so you can break down or filter out certain things. So like you can only show 4 stars if you want, whole strings, words. So that's kind of cool. I do know that from the client's perspective that they expanded search criteria, which is why I suggest always making sure your profiles are completely filled out as much as humanly possible on any platform you use, especially with Text Broker. I'm not sure about Writer Access because I've never looked at their platform from a client's perspective, but I have for Text Broker. And I know for a fact that Text Broker will go through clients or writers' bios to pick up certain search key phrases. So if you're an expert in WordPress, make sure you have it down there because people will find you. I've used it several times. I don't know. Maybe I will do some more, just the small ones, so I can make videos about it because it seems like a lot of people like that. So I don't know. I might. Then I'll have to write an article. But like I said, a lot of the articles that they have, like those ones right there, that one, I could have that done inside of an hour, make a quick $11. I don't need the money. I just want the content for the video. That's one thing that I'm like, I'm going to get a second job at night so that I can leave the house. I don't need the money. I just want to get out. I'm work at a bar. I'm changing the way I'm writing emails. I've been looking at how other big companies write their content-based emails, and I want to do that too. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this right now. Don't be cutesy. Don't try to make a joke in your emails. And for God's sakes, don't call me sir. Use my name. Personalize it. Ugh, I hate that. There was one that I got an email recently for Green Geeks, and they tried to be all cutesy and fun with it. I'm like, just tell me what the hell you want. You don't need to try to be funny. You're not impressing me. You're pissing me off now. I've deleted a lot. Yeah, if you push the envelope, I will delete the email. You won't hear from us. I have a little bit of sway when it comes to certain things. So, but if it's something that's a big company, they'll forward it on to our partners team. But for the most part, it's bloggers who want to guest post on the website. So, but man, there was one person that sent me an email. It was like riddled riddled with grammatical errors, like simple stuff, like the difference between it's, comma, it's, or it's, apostrophe, it's, and it's. And this is like stuff that a third grader would pick up. I'm like, no, I'm not going to let you write a blog post with an email like that. Make sure your emails are grammatically correct. It falls along the same lines of hiring a writer. If your cover letter is jacked to shit, I'm not going to hire you. I'm not even going to look at your resume because your cover letter is already telling me whether you can string a coherent sentence together. If you can't, I'm moving on. I don't have time to fix your shit. If I have to spend as much time rewriting your article because you can't write clearly, then it's pointless. I might as well just write the article myself. So I can be anal with some things. Damn it. Oh yeah, and Chris got my book. Have you even opened it yet? I know you said you haven't, but because I finally got Mom's books out to Chris. So hey, since my two Tuesday watchers are here tonight, they're here right now. We won't be on the morning because I have a funeral to go to. Yeah, I've already let them know. Let Neo know. I don't know if Chris was here when I brought it up, but yeah, so there won't be a show on Crossing Colorado's channel tomorrow, which is kind of a bummer because I was talking Linda Ray into showing up because she was asking about you, Sam. And Linda Ray likes you. So I told her that we do the Tuesday show at 11 so she can stop by and say hi because it's not too late for her. Hint, hint. So, but like, unfortunately, we're not on tomorrow. I don't know. I like hanging out with Linda Ray and Trevor. They're fun. I don't even care about business loans. I just like watching them together because Linda Ray and Trevor are just an awesome combo. They're awesome people. Now the books are sitting right in front of me, itching to be opened and fondled and sniffed. You haven't even looked at... I signed, personal autographed mine to you, and you haven't even read the autograph yet? Mom was kind of lame. She just signed the book. But, that's Mom. Me, I'd like to add a short couple of lines to specific people. So, none of my books are ever the same when I autograph them. I've only autographed like a handful so far. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Anywho, I think that's about it. Did we really go over a lot of good stuff? I'm on the fence for setting up a writer access profile. See, but I can't just re-log into my old one. That's probably long gone though. Like, I haven't logged into writer access since was it 20? No, it was before that. Holy shit. We're talking like 2015. Because I can see I got bogged down with textbooker stuff shortly after I quit the school district. I probably wrote it down as a journal entry in WriterSanctuary. But it's been a long, long time. Writer Access has been around a while. I bet when I stumbled across Writer Access, I wonder I came across them as they were just forming. Textbooker at that point was fairly new in 2012. So I'm wondering if maybe Writer Access just started at that point. Maybe that's why I didn't get a lot of work on it at first. So I think it's awesome, Jacqueline, that that's working out for you. That's really cool. I'm pretty excited for you. I'm trying to see if I can look up when. Someone's sending me messages. Writer access. What's the word? I'm a writer. It's not a release date. Debut. When did Writer Access open? Good enough. Well, that didn't fucking help. I know that they've been around a while. So there's an article for 2016. I know it was before that, though. Like, way before that. All this work just for once, just because I want to know. You know what? Fuck it. It's not that important. Sitting here watching me look up stuff on Google. Needless to say, what it all boils down to is that Writer Access was a great platform. The only reason I stopped using it was because I did wind up getting so much work on TextBroker through direct order clients and teams. That's the only reason. I would still be using it today if I didn't. So I liked the platform. The editors were amazing. The people who worked there were great. Of course, keep in mind this was also 5, 6, 7 years ago. Holy crap. A lot has changed. But, I bet they probably didn't change all that much. So, yeah. As content mills go, it ranks right up there with TextBroker for me. It's Fiverr, not so much. Hire writers, fuck no. Upwork denied me recently. That's really still going to bug me. Like, I have more, at this point, when I applied at Upwork, more than 10,000 articles for thousands of clients spanning the globe. And they say, nah, we don't want you. Like, oh, yeah? Eat a dick. You won't have me then. I don't want to write for you anyways, mostly for video. That's the only reason why I've tried to apply to it. I don't need the money. They probably knew that. They probably watched. Like, no, we don't want you. But yeah, it was. I liked it. It was a great platform. The only thing I didn't like about it was that I only got paid once a month. But like Jacqueline says, they now do the bi-weekly and immediate payout thing. So that's pretty cool. Probably trying to keep up with TextBroker, who also does weekly, but you can also do a payout on Mondays as well. But they don't like that they use Payoneer. That's the only thing that bugs me. I could see why. I wrote an article and I also did a video as to why they moved from PayPal to Payoneer, but I still don't like it. Like with PayPal, I have a business debit card from PayPal. So when TextBroker paid me at 9 o'clock in the morning, I can swipe it for gas right then. Now with Payoneer, it takes like 2 or 3 days to transfer to your bank account. So I don't know. Don't really like the way they went. I can understand why they did it this way, but I think they could have done a better job in-house. So the biggest reason why they did it is so that it puts the burden of proof of identification on Payoneer, who already has experience doing it, instead of on TextBroker. And that was one of the reasons why it was taking so long for authors to get authorized on TextBroker. It was taking up in one instance a few years ago, it was taking up like 10 months. And so when they made the shift to Payoneer, it streamlined that entire process because Payoneer can do it wicked fast. And so TextBroker can get people writing immediately. But I think they could have done a better job in-house. I don't like Payoneer. Let's see. Whoa, way behind. The books are sitting right in front of me. It should be open. Okay, well, it took you like 6 months to finally send them, so you can hold your cookies for a week or so till I'm ready to do an unboxing video. Just get out your fucking phone. How much effort does it take to do an unboxing video? It took me 5 minutes when I opened up mine. I'm kidding. It's all good, dude. I want more money, but I don't want more work. What a conundrum, right? That's what we all would like. But in our line of work, that it doesn't work that way. There's ways you can increase your rates, add more value, find better clients. And there's ways you can make more money with doing less work, but it takes a lot of digging. You got to find those really good clients. And I'm going to do a video this week, hopefully, of why you should get your stuff set up on LinkedIn, because I keep getting emails. I got one yesterday. That's what gave me the idea, from a headhunter from Slack again. I think it was Slack. But they were looking for someone they were looking for someone to do exactly what I do for Green Geeks, but with a lot more money. A lot more work, though. I wouldn't be able to do the YouTube videos if I worked for Slack. But I would make a lot of money. I don't know who it was now. I'll look that up. But yeah, that's the whole reason. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile as a writer, you're missing out. Start filling it up with all the stuff you've done. Get some shit rolling, because you can make bank with the right client. Or if you line up a bunch of small ones, even if you do like one article a day, or if you only get one article per for a client for the entire month, but they pay you like $80 for it, you line up a bunch of those, and yeah, you can make quite a bit. I'm looking for, I don't think it's notifications. It was a message from a headhunter. Now, if you don't know what a headhunter is, they are organizations, companies, or people, or professionals that businesses pay to find them the perfect talent for what they're looking for. And so I get hit by headhunters a lot because of my background. So I'm looking for who the last one was. I don't think it was a week ago. Damn it. I can't find. Oh, well, there's the Denver Marriott. But that's more of a part-time thing. I don't want to do part-time. Damn it, I can't. Was it a message? Oh, you know what? I bet it was. Maybe not. Fuck, now I can't find it, and I need it for the screenshot for the video, damn it. It might have been an email. Yeah. I don't care. I'll figure it out. I'll find it. It wasn't the Marriott, though. It was... Yep. Wow, I got a lot of stuff to sift through. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it tonight. I'll look it up later. My point is that it's useful to fill out a LinkedIn profile. I put where I'm located on my LinkedIn profile. Ever since I did that, I've had local companies stalking my page. That's how you do it, man. Some of them will give you quite a bit. That's weird. I thought Upwork accepts everyone. I thought so too, fuckers. But they don't. So that's fine. You know what? Yeah. They burn their bridge. They won't get my expertise. And lots of platforms dropping PayPal lately. Yeah. Let's see, there was Buy Me a Coffee did recently. Yeah. They said that their rates were too high, which I think is bullshit, because I went through and calculated what I make from a donation from Buy Me a Coffee off of Stripe versus PayPal. There's not a single difference between the two. So their excuse as to why they dropped PayPal is bullshit. There's something else going on. So, yeah. I've been using PayPal since 2003. So, there's something else going on, and I'm still debating on switching over to Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi has been updating a lot of their stuff, and I like the layout of Ko-Fi better anyway. But that would mean transferring all you guys from Buy Me a Coffee to Ko-Fi, and that's going to be a pain in the ass. So, I don't know if I'm really that committed to do it yet. Text broker went with Payoneer in 2020, I believe. Yes, they did. It was at the end of 2019. I did the video of helping people transfer their accounts from PayPal to Payoneer because the way they had it set up was all kinds of jacked up and confusing. So I helped a lot of people set up their Payoneer accounts through text broker because you had to do it through the text broker link, otherwise it wouldn't authorize it. And so I made a video and a blog post for that and helped quite a few people actually. I just don't like Payoneer. I've been a PayPal user for a very, very long time. And I'm not a big fan of Stripe, but you know, I get my money either way. It just takes longer. I don't like it. I like instant access. It's like if somebody bought me a coffee with using PayPal, I have that debit card. They buy me a coffee, I can go out and buy a coffee right then. Now with Stripe, I have to wait until the payout date. Or I can force it to, or do a manual payout, but that's such a pain in the ass. You know, I have the debit card. Just let me swipe it. Not only that, here's another thing that pisses me off about the buy me a coffee thing, because their excuse was that it was too expensive. I opted to pay the fees for my donations. So when somebody sends me, buys me a coffee, I'm the one who covers the fees for that. They didn't. They don't cover a damn thing. So I don't know what fees they're talking about because I paid them all. So I think their excuse is bullshit and it's full of holes, but I still use it. I'm still really debating on doing Ko-Fi. I'll be doing updated Ko-Fi content this week too. They've added a lot of stuff since I wrote the review. So they're probably going to be a much better option. It's a lot like Patreon, but I like the layout way better. And it seems like they've added a lot more integrations than Buy Me Coffee has. And they still support PayPal. So I use Payoneer for Appen, which is why I knew about them before TextBroker sent me that notice of the switch. Don't know what Appen is. That was the first time I've ever had to use Payoneer. So then I set my account up, and I'm like, I might have money in Payoneer. Now I think about it. I don't even know if I can log in. I forgot about it. Now I'm curious. Watch you have like $20 in Payoneer. I have $20 in a PayPal account that I can't access because I don't have that email address anymore. And I can't remember the address anymore. And I can't remember the password. I don't even know if I can. I don't even remember if I remember how to log in. I don't know. If PayPal is the best way, why are companies removing it? That I can't tell you. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. I will be. Oh, my password has expired. Oh, that is. Oh, I hate this shit. Oops. Don't try to type in a password when you've been drinking. Now I have to confirm it. Ah, oh, damn it. You've used that password before. I did not know that. God, this is dumb. All right. What's a new password? I sure as hell ain't gonna tell you guys. Shit. Yes, updated. Send you. I don't want to. All I want to do is look at my fucking Payoneer account. Now I have like two-step verification. I just gave you a new password. And now you want me to do phone numbers and shit. Now I gotta find the freaking. Where's the U.S.? I just. You pissing me off. verification. Upward. Hold on. This pisses me off. Okay, now I gotta enter the verification code. Which I didn't do. Why wasn't it typing? Oh, number lock was off. Copy and save the following recovery code to a safe place. Just open my goddamn account. See, I hate things nowadays. Freaking hackers and scammers have ruined it for everybody. I don't know if... You know, I just want to know if I have money that's... Session expired. Oh, yeah. This is why I don't like Payoneer. This is freaking dumb. One or more details is in. What is incorrect? You know what? I'm about to like lose my shit. Oh, I didn't. I forgot to do the I'm not a robot. I gotta pick all the pictures of bicycles. You know, this is just dumb. Beyond belief. I'm picking bicycles. Just not a robot. Sign in. I don't care anymore. Fuck Payoneer. I'm done. That's why I don't like him. Anyway. If PayPal is the best way, okay. Upwork banned access to everyone who lives in Russia. That must suck for people who depend on the platform for a living. A lot of businesses are pulling out from Russia. So, well. Sign of the times. It's one thing I don't like about Buy Me Coffee. Also removed the ability to send in bank transfers, which cut out like 120 countries that they could use that in. So, hackers and scammers are the worst. Yep, they ruin it for everybody else, which is kind of a bummer. Anywho, so now that I need to find a zen moment because Payoneer pissed me off. You know, I don't really care. I don't use Payoneer for anything. I just wanted to know if I had money in it. If I did, it was only going to be like $20. So I think I did one article after Textbroker made the switch. So I don't care. It's not worth the stress. It was money I didn't really know if I had anyway. So sometimes you just got to cut your losses, move on. Be done with it. Anyway, does anybody have anything else to bring up before we call it a night? It is 8:30. Trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to go over? I'm gonna do a quick recap, I guess. My computer issues today prevented me from doing any videos or blog posts, mostly because I had to update Windows at the most inopportune time, because that's how Microsoft rolls. I'm setting up the Barnes & Noble account today. I've actually got access to my own account. I was going to upload my book and start selling it tonight, but I wanted to make a video about the process. So we're going to be doing essentially a live view of me setting up a Freelancer's Tale on Barnes & Noble so you can see the process in action. Marketing is going to be fun. I don't know what's all available for Barnes & Noble. I'm pretty excited to give it a shot, though. Especially since you can contact them directly about getting your indie published book in their store. Now, I don't know if this is a local thing or if it's nationwide, chain-wide. But even if it's just a local thing, I would love to walk into Barnes & Noble and do an Instagram of me with my book. That'd just be the shit. Probably not with the Freelancer's Tale. Definitely with Kingmaker though. So we'll see. Playing around with Readsy and what it offers. I did a review on the blog, and I'm thinking about doing a video about it. I really like the formatting tool it has, and Readsy does have a lot of really cool features that you might be interested in if you do self-publishing. Really simple to add chapters to, front matter, back matter. It was great. It worked a hell of a lot better than Kindle Create, and it creates EPUBs and Mobi files, PDFs as well. So you can use them anywhere else, unlike Kindle Create, which is only for Amazon. Bastards. Working on getting the blogs back to being regular. Starting with WriterSanctuary. I want to get it back onto a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule before I start putting a lot of effort into the other two, which are Crossing Colorado and Colorado Plays. I get more traffic on the gaming website, but I think WriterSanctuary is my priority. So I will get at least one blog post on each of those just to keep them live, but I would like to stabilize one site at a time. Get back into the swing of things. Working on experiment for vocal media. I'm not sure what that's going to entail. Probably the ability to track, using a spreadsheet to track what articles work the best. Maybe we can come up with some good strategies for vocal. Maybe we can all make a bunch of money. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm not really holding my breath, but you know, hey, there's a difference between 30 cents and 70 cents, I guess. That's how much I made last month. What is Hub Pages experiment coming? I would like to get back into doing Hub Pages. I've only got the 2 articles on Hub Pages, but I really liked how it was laid out and how it works. And so I'm really looking forward to doing that, but I'm probably going to be waiting on doing the Hub Pages thing until after Kingmaker is published, which brings me up to time is running out for Kingmaker. I have 2 weeks before April 1st. I would love to meet my May 1st release date, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It's going to be cutting it really close because I've had so much going on for the past couple of weeks. Everybody's sending me Snapchats. Despair will be available for Buy Me a Coffee monthly supporters probably tomorrow. That way you guys can read the story before I record it on Wednesdays. So I think that's going to be a new Tuesday edition because I write it on Mondays. It's also going to be live on Google Docs so that you can see myself and Sam making adjustments as we go. There's not going to be a Fitness in Theory podcast tomorrow because Sam will be away. I'm also setting up another experiment for Amazon ads to sell a book because the last one only got me 2 clicks, so it charged me 83 cents. So, yeah, no sales. I don't know. We're going to try one more time before we say fuck it, move on to like Facebook or Google ads. Checking out Google Play for selling books this week. I never really thought about selling them on Google Play, but you know what? There's books there, so if it's free to do, I might as well, because the more places your book's available, the greater your reach. So why not? So there we have it. That is what I'm working on this week. I hope everybody is having a great week as well. Appen is a search engine evaluator. That was my first work from home job that I landed when I went full time. Not many jobs and low pay. Well, still, at least you're able to do something. Nowadays, there's like all kinds of stuff we can go through. I suggest if you really want to get into writing and start practicing, try setting up vocal.media and hubpages.com. Those you can pretty much write whatever the hell you want on their different niche sites that they have attached to them. Especially like with Vocal, has like 30 different categories or something like that. It's like 25. Hub Pages has quite a few that you can write for. So you might as well, if you're just sitting around waiting for time or waiting for responses from clients or trying to find work, if you have some free time, I suggest jumping into something like Vocal and Hub Pages just to see. Because you never know, you might hit that perfect article that just drives you a bunch of traffic. I know I've talked to people who make $60 a day off Hub Pages alone. So it is possible. You just have to hit the perfect market for it. And it doesn't really cost you anything. So give that a shot. Aside from that, I think we're going to wrap it up tonight. Thank you all for watching. If you have any ideas, questions, comments, concerns, you can always hit me up on social media, on Twitter and Facebook, or use the contact form on WriterSanctuary.com's website. And don't forget that Freelancer's Tale is available on Amazon at ebook or for ebook and print formats, and soon will be available for Nook and Google Play. So the link is in the description down below. But anywho, we're gonna call it a night. Thank you guys for watching. I love y'all, and we will see you next Monday. Have a good one. That's the hardest part, is knowing when to shut it down because there's such a delay between me and YouTube. Insert plug here for Michael's book.